on the boat hit me up 2 days ago with the meme, and you know what? I saw this. It was this devil. I guess you could say. Oh, it was this kid that was praying on a bed, and then some devils and demons were coming after him. And the next thing you know, as he's praying, you see a bunch of angels just start fighting him off. And in the caption, it says, "This is what praying does for you. It fights off the demons." And so I sent her that, and I said, "This is definitely a cat, for sure." I sent her that, and that's what I said to her in DM. And yeah, and then she messaged me back and just updated me on the boat. Asked her how it was, and I said, "Is it straight to the circle?" She said, "Haha, straight to the circle." And it was like banter back and forth. And I told her, she was like, "Hope all is well with you, Jay." Gave me a heart emoji and shit. And I said, "Yeah, I just feel I am balancing on a unicycle made of spaghetti with my dreams, ambitions that's with uncertainty." And then she asked me, "Oh, well, where's the uncertainty coming from?" And of course I told her, because she asked. And maybe, but and I told her, and I said, "Yeah, I just feel I have all these ideas that are ready to bring to life. It's just making all the knowledge that I believe and think that I need to become the person I am. I just want to know that I'm doing the right steps to attain it." And so that's what the uncertainty is. It's just, I know all the work that I do and things that I'm studying and spiritual boot camp and me doing my self-love marriage certificate and me taking time to study non-monogamous and do the fucking Quizlet and all this shit. It's like, I want to be able to know that the work that I'm doing right now is going to be made, be purposeful, and know that that work that I put in is going to come to fruition. And I think throughout all the podcasts that I have and all the fucking goddamn, not only podcasts, but fucking conversations and connections I've made, it's like, that's the work that I do, and it comes out in those times. It's just sometimes I feel the retaining of the information to be able to relay it out is definitely something that the uncertainty is coming from. So that's why today it was really just finishing 7-Day Dark Smart Fast, which was really 3 reels. And then I finished posting actually today about my life update. Oh, fuck. The fucking dog. The fucking dog. Why is there a fucking dog? Of course there has to be a fucking dog. Fucking dogs, bro. Okay. Yeah. Posted a life update this morning saying how, regardless if I have genital herpes or if I am potentially homeless, quasi monk living in the modern jungle, or if my purpose is to liberate, educate the non-monogamous world, the people that are showing up right now in my life have been the most honest, real people I've met. So not so far, but just in general, it's just been so welcoming to know that even though on these dating apps and in general, me putting myself out there, maybe I know I've seen people reject me or people leave conversations or mid-conversation women will leave, but then there's like 3 or 4 women right now that are just completely curious and enthralled to see where my journey is and what that means, and it all comes down because they saw how authentic my bio was, and obviously there's attraction there for sure, but and then I mentioned that I'm grateful for that, and then I also mentioned how that my truth is not too much. It just needs a home that's built for it. And that means that regardless of who it is, that the girl in the boat can't be emotional home. She can't be the person I hold presents with. She can't be the first person I call. She can't be my person anymore. But I've come to accept that I did everything that I could within the time being, within the home that I have and the love that I have within myself that rose out of me, that she reflected out of me to bring and give to her. And I realized that. And I'm so grateful for it. So I also said that two people that have two different ways to relate, to understand the desire of each other's philosophy of that and love, just, it was a broken foundation, and we both did everything we could to make it work and put it all in, but it didn't work out, which is okay. So that's kind of what that post is about. And then I explained my process of what you all see and you already know about towards the end of the video. So I made that video, and then I posted one of the last reels for 7 Day Water Fast. But all that to say is that she saw that, she liked it, and then had that conversation with me, and then she left me on red. So this is all to say, is my nervous system regulated? I mean, ChatGPT said no emotional conversations, and of course I'm expressing to her how I feel about my dreams, goals, and passions, of course, and that's just what we always did. And that might not be the direction we should be going in, because we're just going to fall back into the same cycle. And she just messaged me saying, IDK money, the booth you thought I'm going to do when I get back home, herbal classes. Well, just talking about what she's going to do when she gets back home, what that means and everything. So, yeah. At first I just wanted, the idea of when you break up with someone, it's like you should just disconnect all in all. Say fuck them and just fucking ghost mode and go hard. But this moment, I mean, it wasn't regulated before, but after seeing this message, I'm happy that I didn't do that. I'm happy that I didn't. I'm actually, after the message she just sent me about her update about going back home, it's like, I don't know if we're gonna fall back in the same cycle. I really want us to stay cool, and maybe after this we won't talk for 2 weeks or 3 weeks or something like that, but I don't want it to end with resentment and me being like, fuck you, because we can't connect anymore, and I don't want that. I really don't. But I also don't want to fall back in the same cycle. So, battle with that. Right now I want to fucking lay down, do my thing, but fucking dog. So, I'm gonna see how that goes. But Yeah, I was mad I got kicked out of the coffee shop today. Like, I've been going there for 2 or 3 weeks. One of the ladies just don't fuck with me. She saw me eating one day, and then she got mad at me, and then I asked for hot water, and she was like, "You need to buy something," and I didn't buy anything. And then they saw me eating outside of the coffee shop, and then the owner came up to me today and was like, "Yo," sat down, was like, "Yo, I'm uncomfortable doing this, but he was just being honest. He was like, "Yo, we're paying a lot for rent, and after COVID, it's been hard, and he just wanted me to buy something." I'm like, "Oh, I got my process." I didn't want to tell him. I was like, "Yo, I got my regimen, I got my process, and I got my discipline that works for me, and spending money," I didn't want to say it, but I was like, spending money here is just not within my budget of what I can do and what is best for me. So he was like, "Okay." I didn't tell him that. I pretty much just said, "I don't mean any disrespect. I have my regime, I have my eating habits, and they work for me." And he was like, "It's a comfortable place, right? You could go to McDonald's and get Wi-Fi if that's something that you want." And I was like, "Yeah, you're right." And he said, "All right, well, just make your decision." And so I left. So, I mean, there's a coffee shop right here. The only thing I want to go to that coffee shop because I can get hot water right next door. And then I sat right next door where there was like a food truck, and they had a table, and they were like, "Yo, only customers here." And I was like, "Hey, everyone's got a standard. I respect it. I respect it. I respect it." And then did my body today, cold shower. My disciplines are pretty solid. I mean, timing of things right now is not the greatest, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm getting everything, most of my checklist done. Reading wise, I'm like ducking that shit. But I actually, no, I did today start the audiobook. And I think maybe that'll help me be able to communicate better. That'll help me learn and be excited to put towards something and want to read it, because it's actually going to be for other people instead of me reading it and me being like, fucking reading to me is just death. But oh shit, I have my creatine. But yeah, I'm doing the audiobook for all the books, and I did do my hour of studying for monogamous shit. I made a live today during the day, so talking about what I learned. So alright. Let's see if this fucking dog went inside. See, this dog went inside. not gonna be on for that long because it's 47 already. And I'm sleeping on a fucking. What is that? She messaged me. I don't know what she said yet, but I'm gonna respond, see how that goes. But we might not talk for a while after this. I believe so. But we're getting our shit done. This next month is probably gonna be just sitting down and fucking reading and studying the language of non-monogamy and just taking all this information in and then bring it to action. All right. Appreciate y'all. Much love. I'm gonna keep fucking going. All right. Deuces.